Hey, voice reveal. Hey there, I'm Roz. I'm a digital artist who never knows when to take a break. I like to draw daily, or at least I try to. I draw mainly character art, and while I'm not a pro at it, I like to think I'm pretty good. However, I haven't always been good at it. I've gathered all three of you here today to expose the absolute horrors of my old art. I hope you get at least a laugh out of it because, good lord. I'll be doing these pieces in order from oldest to newest. This piece was from way before I started to publicly post. Back during the time, I was kind of secretly existing on Instagram and I was just feeling out the waters for the Chucky fandom. Of course, at this point, I was 6 years deep into the fandom, so I was just waiting for my confidence to peak and for me to start posting. So, yeah, fun fact, the first fandom I started posting for was Chucky. After that, I've been multi-fandom posting, mainly keeping it to Rocky Horror. In my personal opinion, this piece is super stiff and it really bothers me. And then there's Tiffany's eyebrows. I don't know what I was doing with that. How I draw these two now differs pretty greatly, so there's quite a few changes that are going to be evident. I just want to adjust the poses to still retain that girl boss energy as well as the completely disinterested male wife energy. I won't lie and say I don't like this piece or find it funny anymore, because that's, like, a lie, and it's still one of my favorite drawings ever, and it's still kind of funny to me. I don't draw Chucky stuff very often, but that doesn't mean that I don't think about it. I still really love it. This second piece is based on those Kotobuyakuya Bishoujo horror figures. Is that how you pronounce that? Hold on. Okay, so I'm stupid. It's Kotobukiya? Kotobukiya. Yeah. This piece is based on those Kotobukiya Bishoujo horror figures. You know, you think someone who's learning Japanese would be able to, like, say Japanese words by now. But anyway, the company made a Pennywise figure, and I was like, I think it'd be pretty funny to make a design for the original Pennywise, so that's what I did. The old version will forever be one of my favorites, but it still feels so stiff, much like the last one. I don't think the remake is much better, but I feel like at the very least the perspective is better. I feel bad that even though the originals for the last two pieces were full bodies, I keep drawing them as half bodies. I just don't have the motivation to do all that. Somewhat off topic, but I've been using these redraws to get better at objects and detailed clothing. I struggled heavily with it in the past, and I still do, but I like to think I got a little better at it. The one thing that I'm really happy about is the shading. I like to show my friends my art, and one of them said my art looks so much more dynamic, and I'm starting to see it. This piece is really, really cute. This one is pretty self-indulgent. As a kid, I used to have the fattest crush on him from Powerpuff Girls, and I think he was the one person that set me up for fictional character crush failure. This piece specifically is one of my favorites just because I tried out a lot of new things that I later ended up keeping as permanent art features, like the blending style and vaguely the leather shading style. The original was only made a year ago, so in my eyes, I don't see any major changes. My anatomy has improved a smidge, and my shading or rendering style has changed a bit, but otherwise it's not too different. Now, originally, the redrawn piece had darker line art, but after showing it to my friends, one of them suggested bringing back the blue line art. I really think it looks better that way. It feels right. While I don't have many tips and tricks that are out of the ordinary, I still have some I'd like to share. For one, I highly, highly recommend getting some figure studies done. I've been doing figure studies for just a few months now, and my confidence with anatomy and my art in general has improved. On top of that, here's some advice I got from a friend. Let yourself draw bad art. It's natural to immediately want to be good at something, but sometimes you gotta make some bad art to draw good art. Having this kind of mindset really helps in the long run. And as a final tip, draw for you and no one else. You should draw things you enjoy and not things you feel like will get the numbers up the highest. That will only burn you out beyond belief and make art super duper boring. Just have fun, dude.